Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. This is Stan here with you. Well, in today's vlog, I'll show you how to replace the front brake pads on your RR310 or also your BMW G310 RR. So, stay tuned. So firstly, you'll need a 12mm socket wrench like this. This is to remove two bolts on the brake caliper. Secondly, you'll need a star Torx key like this. I could not find this separately, so I had to buy it as a whole set. It cost me 500 rupees. The one that we need for this DIY is number T30. So if you can buy it individually, obviously you can save a lot of money. Thirdly, you'll need some grease. I purchased this when I replaced the brake pads on the Verna. So I'll be using the same grease for this DIY as well. Fourth, you'll need a flathead screwdriver like this. Finally, you'll need a set of new brake pads as well. And these are not the Brembo brake pads, which are really expensive at 2,400 rupees. This is just 350 rupees for the pair. And I think it's more than enough for my riding style. Now the original brake pads on my RR310 lasted for about 4 years and around 18,000 kilometers. And I still have another 700 to 800 kilometers left in those. But I'll tell you why I'm replacing it. Also, another thing I need to mention about these brake pads is that I got this from the TVS authorized service center itself. I have a good rapport with my service advisor there, and so he shipped me a pair of these. It was super helpful because everywhere else in the market you can only find the more expensive Brembo brake pads. Well, I just don't think it's worth for our bikes. So as you can see here, this arrow metal clip is the brake wear level indicator. Now I'll show you a clip of the user's manual where it clearly mentions that if the brake pad moves inwards, crossing the edges of this arrow, it means it's time to replace the brake pads. Also, if the grooves on the brake pads disappear or vanishes, it means it's time to replace them as well. Also, I'm getting a squealing noise from my brake pads, so it means that it's time to replace the brake pads anyways. I could have still used it for another 500 to 700 kilometers more, but just as a safety precaution, I'm replacing it right now. So the first step is to remove this metal pin with the help of the flathead screwdriver. Just pull it outwards. It should come out easily. There it is. So this is how the pin looks like. Next, with the help of the Torx key, loosen the star screw. So I'm using a metal pipe to loosen it easily. Otherwise it's difficult to loosen it. Okay, there it's loose. Just loosen it, don't remove the pin fully. Now with the star screw still in place, we'll be removing the 12mm bolts with the help of the 12mm socket wrench. Just make sure that the star screw is just loosened. You do not have to remove it fully. Now before removing the 12mm bolts completely from the brake caliper, make sure to remove the ABS line from the brake fluid line. Now before going to the next step, after removing both the caliper bolts from the brake caliper, the next step would be to subscribe to my channel. If you found my DIY useful and informative, please do subscribe to my channel. A lot of you guys are watching my videos but not subscribing. A subscription would encourage me a lot to post such DIY videos in future. So please do subscribe to my channel, and if you do change your mind, you can always unsubscribe and it is absolutely free. So let's get to the next step. So once you remove both these caliper bolts, you can wiggle out the brake caliper. Just gently wiggle it front and back and it comes out easily. And the next step is to remove this star screw by just pressing down this metal arrow clip and rotating the screw. Just pull it out. Push down this metal arrow clip and pull it out. It comes out easily. Now we'll have to remove the brake pad from this caliper. So for that we'll just have to remove this clip. And the brake pads will gently release out. That's it. The brake pads are out. In one of these pads there is enough brake life left. but the other one is almost gone. Still, you could have used it for a bit more, but you can see it's all rusted and spoiled. It's really in such a pathetic condition. It was actually much better to replace these pads. I could feel a small lip around the inner rotor disc, so I think it was a great time to replace these pads. There's a lot of brake dust accumulated on these clips and the bolts, so just ensure you clean them thoroughly. Now let's open up the new brake pads. So these are the new brake pads. They cost just 350 rupees. These are the cheaper ones from TVS. It's made by Bibri. Now inside the brake caliper you can see 4 pistons here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you need to push these 4 pistons inwards. These pistons in this direction and these 2 pistons in this direction. So before you do that, it would be a good idea to actually grease the outer portions of the piston lightly. So let's do that. Let's clean it and grease it. Now there's a lot of brake dust inside this brake caliper, so you need to air blow it. I'm going to use my PC's air blower to remove the brake dust from this. Now the next step before pushing the caliper pistons inwards is to grease them slightly. So let's do that. Now the next step is to push the brake caliper pistons inwards. So it's very simple. All you have to do is take your flathead screwdriver and push it hard inside. So I was actually trying to push the brake caliper pistons inwards with just the screwdriver and it wasn't working. So then what I did was I placed the new brake pads inside the caliper and I started pushing them with the help of that, and that is when the brake caliper piston started going inwards. So you can use the same technique if you're finding it difficult to push the piston inwards with just the screwdriver. It wasn't working for me, so I just used this technique and this is working perfectly fine. You need to ensure that the brake caliper piston goes all the way inwards, so that's why the struggle, and that's the only way you can place the new brake pads and have enough room to wiggle it in between the brake rotors. So this is actually a very important step. With the help of the new brake pads, I pushed these 2 pistons completely inwards. See, it's completely inside, so it gives you enough clearance to place the new brake pads and also place it in between the rotors. So now I'll have to do the same thing for the pistons on top. It's still slightly outwards, it's actually just a few millimeters outwards. I need to push it in and then we are done. So I finally pushed the brake caliper piston inwards. It was a bit difficult, I must admit, but with the help of the new brake pads as well as the old brake pads, I had used the screwdriver to wiggle it slowly inwards. And also make sure that when you insert the screwdriver between the brake calipers and the brake pads, don't push the screwdriver between the inner portions of the brake pads as it will get damaged. So make sure that you use the screwdriver between the back portion of the brake pad and the brake calipers, so that way you do not damage the brake pad itself. So now before inserting the new brake pads inside the brake caliper, make sure that you grease the outer portions of the brake pads over here and here, just slightly. Also make sure that you grease these bolts and the arrow metal clip as well. Okay, so once we lube all the pins and the brake pads, let's insert it inside. Just insert it gently like this. Now insert the arrow metal clip this way. This groove should come downwards. This is how it should sit, and then just insert the star screw inside. The screw must pass through the groove in the metal clip. Okay, I haven't tightened it fully, we'll do that in the end. Now let's place the brake caliper in between the brake rotors. You can grease this as well if you want. Tighten the star screw nicely. I didn't do that. Now insert the pin finally. Finally, after fitting everything back in place, you need to pump the brake lever till it becomes hard. There. This is because you need to reposition the piston back in place. You remember you pushed the piston all the way inwards, now it has to come outwards, and that's the reason why you're pumping the brake lever. Well, yeah guys, so that's it for this DIY. We've successfully replaced the front brake pads for the RR310, and it was a fairly simple DIY. The only problem that I faced was while pushing the piston inwards. It was very tough. I'm not sure what the reason was for it, but I used the brake pads to push it in. Apart from that, this DIY was a breeze. Yeah, so I'll be test riding my bike for a week or two to check the performance of these brake pads. I believe for 99% of the riders, this brake pads is more than enough. It's at least 8 times cheaper compared to the Brembo brake pads. So based on the price, I think it's enough. And also if you're not tracking your bike often, I think this brake pad should suffice. So that's it for this DIY vlog. If you guys enjoyed it and found it useful, as usual, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Until next time, this is Stan signing out. Bye bye.